So we're going to get into the topic of plein air pieces. So plein air is an awesome teacher, and at the Grand Canyon it can be really overwhelming. But there are a lot of times when I paint a piece plein air, 3 hours on site, I never have to touch it again. I'm happy with it and it sells, it goes, and I'm quite pleased with it. But there's a lot of pieces that come back home, come to the studio after a on-site trip, and I want to tweak them. And so I will. I'm not all about just saying it was a plein air piece, quote, plein air, and I can't touch it again. Because for me, what I want to put out for my collectors are just very strong pieces of work that engage in emotion, that remind them of something that they can enjoy and put on their walls. So we're going to go through a few videos where I'm showing you some changes I made so that you can go back and look at your plein air pieces. And it may not even be the Grand Canyon. It could be a totally different subject, but I hope these are enjoyable, educational, and inspiring. But where I really do think I could bring this one up is right here of this foreground cropping. I love the shapes. This is at Powell Point at the Grand Canyon, and I think I can put more rich color in it, even though it's in the shadow, because where the light source was coming from it was afternoon and it was coming this way. Most of this was shadowed, but there are some lights clicking the edges. And you'll see that when I work up close what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to oil out because this whole painting is completely dry. So I keep linseed oil in a small plastic bottle, pour a little dab in the middle, and I'm using cheesecloth here. It just makes the paint go on a lot nicer, really rub out that oil. Now, my point being, I want this cliff to become a part of the drawing that it's in, part of the scene, so to speak. So I'm coming in with more darks, but I also brought that air color in that I was discussing earlier, just to make that blend a little bit smoother. Continuing with more darks, I am using a soft brush. Now here I am clicking the edges with more light, wanting to bring up a little more detail up close, but I don't want this to be pasted on. At this point, I've pretty much worked through this whole painting, and there are a few things that I'm going to go back and just tweak, and so I wanted to explain to you before I do. And I'm really happy with all of this, and I'm not displeased with this foreground, but there's one element that I think I could add to it, and this is it. I want to bring what I consider the air color, the shadows, the atmosphere. I want to try to bring a little bit more of that into this foreground area. It's almost like there's this scene and then that. And a lot of times we see this happen on paintings where there's something looks a little pasted on or a little too hard. And I think this is just a little bit too hard edged. I think it could go just like this, and it's very sellable, and there are people that probably would love it. But my taste, I want the blending of that foreground cropping a little bit more into its element. I want it to be a part of the painting, not feeling like it's a separate object right here in my face, which in all actuality it is. Out there at the canyon you have that vast space, and then a lot of those croppings and edges next to you are right there in your face. But this is a small little 8x10. I'm trying to convey a message with it, and I just want a little softening. So I'll take some of my air color, which you're learning about in this video, my air color, my atmosphere color. I'm going to take some of that color and I'm going to probably bring it down in value. It won't be light like some of the areas through here. I'm going to work to bring it down in value and put it in its place, which is there's a lot of shadow going on, but all of this is really in the absence of light. But I can still pull some beautiful colors in there. There are some really rich, warm colors now, but so I'm going to pull some of that air color in. I want you to notice that I'm bringing that air color right along the outside edge where it meets space, where it goes out into the canyon. This is the problem of why things can look pasted on, is that edge is dark a lot of times, but we need to tie in color harmony to make them blend together, if that's the proper way to say it. I'm not really blending, but there will be some softening. So that's that white, ultramarine blue deep, and cad red light. Now, I want you to notice that I'm really working those outside edges. Now I'm taking a soft brush, that's a rosemary soft brush, and I am blending that edge there. I don't want that edge to be super hard pasted on. Just creating more of a feeling of air between the two scenes.